Why do we have to suffer so much with Islamic terrorism?
Well, now you're into a very theological debate, because, of course, you will know that there are very different sects within Islam, very different branches of Islam, and many of whom will, abhor terrorism, most of whom abhor terrorism, most of it turn away from that, of course. Now, the problem is that Islam is a textual-based religion, and as such, it hasn't had a codification process whereby, if you like, a uniform version has come out that is accepted by almost all. And what you therefore have is that you can look at a verse in the Quran or look at a verse of the Hadith, the sayings of the Muslim Prophet Muhammad, and you can interpret it either positively or negatively, depending on who you are. And there's no one essentially to tell you that you're right or wrong, because there's no overall supreme authority. You mentioned, for example, the Catholics. Well, they have the Pope. The Pope, determines what the line is, if you like, for the church. If you look at another textual religion, Judaism, its sort of arguments were all codified in the Talmud. They've all been resolved. Yes, there are still disputes, but nobody goes, oh, an eye for an eye, I'm going to gouge an eye out, because it's been resolved. The problem is that there has not been that theological clearing occurring in Islam with the degree of certainty that other religions have ascertained. And as a result, you get bad people saying, oh, I think that verse means this, whereas good people say, no, don't be ridiculous, that verse means something completely different. So that is why, unfortunately, violence remains a part of this, because it's the interpretation by the individual, as opposed to religion itself, which is causing them to say, I want to be violent.